Ready to take notes because I think I'm going to get into a lot in this video. So a lot of us don't always think about maintenance, but it is a very important part of, especially with demi-permanent, because it does fade and it isn't penetrating as far into the cuticle as a traditional permanent would. So how we maintain it is very important. For me personally, I tend to switch up my shampoo and conditioner kind of often. Right now I'm using and loving the L'Oreal Elvive like Hyaluron Plump. It's not necessarily labeled as a color protecting shampoo, but I did look it up and it doesn't really have anything harsh in it that takes away from the color, and I've been happy with it. Now, in the link in my bio, if you go there, I actually have a section that's called demi-permanent maintenance. You will find some of the products I'm talking about in there, but once a week I do use a beige shampoo. The brand I think is like Color Lomo. It's not as strong as like a semi-permanent would be, but it does deposit a little bit of color. It's not only helping to preserve the color, but it's helping to add back in a little bit of color. I go about 8 weeks between root touch-ups, and something I love and use about twice during that period is the DP Hue Gloss Plus. Now that is a semi-permanent, so it refreshes my color beautifully. So that is definitely a must in my routine. If you're noticing a lot of brassy orange tones, you can use a blue shampoo about once a week. I looked at the deep conditioning mask that you listed, and no, that should not take away from your demi color. If anything, it will help it. The only time some sort of mask would potentially hurt your demi-permanent is if it had some sort of clarifying properties, or if it was like more of a cleansing type of mask. Couple other things to keep in mind: get a shower filter. You can get one, like a good one, for reasonably priced. I actually have one listed in my maintenance album. There's a whole, I'll probably do a separate video about how minerals can actually take away from your color. So that is important. Also, you want to protect your hair from the UV rays and also heat protection. So make sure you're using something, like if you're using heat tools a lot. One final thing, if you're noticing your demi isn't like sticking as well, leave it on for a little bit longer. Maybe reduce the amount of developer just by like a little bit. So those are just some quick tips. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any other questions.